Hello everyone and happy Sunday. So today I'm on with my newest addition to my nursery. This is Dashen Michael, and he is my 14-inch full body silicone baby boy, and he was all sculpted, molded, poured into silicone, painted all by Torydolls. That's his sculptor and artist, and he was rooted by Miss Beverly from Beverly's Babies. Yes, this is my newest addition to my collection, and I'm laughing because I think this is going to be it for a while. Yeah, I'm on a new form of birth control pills. Yeah, so hopefully I don't have any more mistakes anytime soon. All right, guys, so what I need to do is I wanted to change him out of this cute little onesie, and this onesie is so adorable and is well made. It's professionally made. It's beautiful, and it's right to his fit. But first of all, guys, I wanted to mention something about Torydolls silicone. He's a little guy, but he's heavy. He is solid silicone, and he's a bit heavy and very, very soft. He's marshmallow soft, and he had a little accident at home. What happened is in his box opening, I was, he came, he wasn't wearing a diaper, and when I noticed that he wasn't wearing any diaper, I noticed that his little private part was sticking up, and it wasn't flexible. Now it's sculpted, it's not stick down, it's sculpted up. So I was thinking, it's standing up so straight that I thought for a second, okay, this little guy just might be a drinking wet, because I'm thinking that there might be a tube in there. So what I had done was I didn't want to check on camera, because for persons who are not collectors, it might look a little strange that I'm investigating his private area. So I didn't want to do that on camera. So what I had done is, when my camera had cut off, because you guys know my camera gave me problems. In fact, I really need to treat myself to a new camera, at least before I add any more additions to my nursery. So when my camera had cut off, I'm always so excited when I get a new addition in my nursery, especially a silicone, that I took him to meet my daughter. And while I was talking to my daughter, I had checked his private part, to make sure that what I saw was what I saw. And it's sticking up, it's not laying down. So I was thinking it just might have a tube, but I decided to check the inside of his mouth, and my daughter had seen me check the inside of his mouth. I had put my little finger in, and then I noticed when his head fell back, I was able to see inside of his mouth pretty good. So I noticed there was no tubing. The inside of his mouth, I could tell it doesn't have a uvula, and it doesn't have an opening for a tubing. So I knew that he was not a drinking wet. But my daughter, she put her finger in his mouth. She didn't realize why I was doing it. I was doing it for a reason, but she did it. And when she done it, I said, "Oh no." I said, "Don't put your hand in his mouth." And when she took her finger out, I noticed he had a little tear. Yeah, I did want to mention that. He had a little tear. So what I had done, because when I started collecting my silicone babies, right away I knew that there was a chance that I would need some silpoxy glue. This is something that all collectors, especially when you start collecting like silicone to your collection, this is something that you want to add to your nursery, along with matting powder. I have matting powder. I added all that stuff just in case I need it. Yeah, so what I had done was, when I noticed he had a little tear, of course I was devastated. I won't lie, I was devastated. I didn't show it to my daughter that I was so devastated that he got a tear, because he was in immaculate condition. He was perfect. So all I did was I said to my daughter, "Now, sweetie, don't you put your finger in any more of my baby's mouth, please." And then she said, "Okay." And so I brought him back into my bedroom. And that was the last of it. I hadn't said anything else to her about it. And I didn't want her to feel like I was upset with her. And, you know, we don't want it to become where these non-living items become so important that it overrides our love for our, for our biological children or for our loved ones. So, right away I was very conscious of that. So what I did was I just brought him back into my room just to make sure that he's okay. But guys, I'm telling you this for two reasons. Number one is, over the years when I started collecting, or during the time I was collecting silicones, I always heard collectors talk about being very cautious and careful with your silicones, not to be careful so you don't rip like the corners of the mouth. But now but guys, I understand why it's so important to be careful. And I'm saying especially for like the marshmallow silicone, like this little guy, he is super soft. He is super, super soft. And he is heavy. This little guy is heavy. So he is all solid silicone. So so I decided I'm not gonna like use any pacifiers on him on the inside of his mouth. I'm not gonna take that chance. I did seal the corner of his mouth just on one side, had a little rip, a little tear. I sealed that with silpoxy glue. So I'm not going to use any pacifiers in his mouth. But what I will do, I will use little like stuff like this and just rest it, just the look of a pacifier. That's what I'll do. And I wouldn't do any like bottle feedings to where I insert a nipple into his mouth. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. All right, guys, but this guy is so, just look at him. Very, very posable. He is so soft. This is super soft marshmallow silicone. Just look. You can pose him and his silicone stays in place. But anyway, let me go ahead and okay, so I'm going to show you what I was saying about his private part. You're going to notice that it sticks up. It's like, I don't want to say the word. It's going to sound pretty strange to someone who's not a collector. But I want to show you that it sticks up in the air. So I really thought, I was thinking that it might have a tubing in it, for wet and white system, drinking wet system. And you guys seen it, right? We have to be careful showing private parts. So I'm gonna put this Pampers back, and this Pampers is Huggies. It's micro preemie, and it fits him perfectly. So he's gonna put this back on. I just wanted to show you that because of the way his private part is sculpted, that I was thinking that maybe he is a drinking wet. And he's not. He's not. And you know what? When I adopted him from his former mom, she mentioned in the description that he did not come with any extras, which means he's not a drinking wet. I didn't ask her if he's a drinking wet because I felt like she made herself pretty clear in saying, oh, I'm going to put this on him, guys. I had purchased this little Cardis preemie size. It's up to 5 pounds, which is a little bit smaller than the regular preemie. So I had purchased this for him. So I just want to change him into something that his mommy purchased for him, even though he came with lots of beautiful stuff from his former mom. Yeah, I must say, his former mom, she really sent him with a beautiful wardrobe, which is great. You know why? Because I really didn't nest very much for him because of his size. He's so tiny. I really didn't. I did purchase a few little stuff for him, but I was so happy to see that all those stuff came with him. All those cute little hats and booties. I love booties. I do. Now, I have to be very careful with his silicone because, like I said, he's super soft, marshmallow, and I have to be very careful. Not only with his mouth, but even his body, his arms. Come here, sweetie. You have to turn around for your mommy. Yeah, he is. Yes, guys. He is so soft. If any one of you get a chance to add one of Torydolls babies to your collection, I would tell you go for it. The silicone is amazing. And I love that. Not everyone is really interested in that super soft, but I am. I love it. I do. All right. So his little booties, I think I'm going to put these back on him. I have some nice white ones here, but I think I'm going to do these booties. I kind of like the contrast with the color of the pillow, the boppy pillow, the coloring of the onesie, and then these little booties. I think the colors all go well. Yeah, guys, I am in love with him. I am totally in love with him. I am. I knew I would be. And I am so thankful to his former mom for allowing me to adopt him. I am. I was scared to death, but I am so happy that everything turned out. All right, guys, so I'm going to stop here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and you have a super great day. Yes, I'm going to continue to just enjoy him the rest of the evening. Yeah, let me go ahead and just close up his onesie before my camera cut out. But if it cuts out, then guys, then I'll see you until the next time. Okay, see there? See, I'm the kind of mommy that likes, I don't mind my baby's clothes to be fitted, but I do prefer loose fitting clothing. See there? I love that on him. I do. And again, his name is Dashen. So thanks again for watching, and you have a super great day. Bye-bye.